Welcome everyone to the first chapter of Countdown to French GCSE. This little course is based on my new book Countdown to French GCSE, which is available on Amazon, and I have been sending out to schools in preparation for the Easter holiday revision time, which is always a bit hectic. So it's divided into 10 chapters which you can do over 10 days in less than an hour a day, and it will take you right from the very basics of French, which is obviously a lot of you have forgotten by now, all the way up to the stuff that you need to get yourself a grade 9. So recommending that, helping you through it now with a little bit of whiteboard and a bit of turning the pages. Okay, so we're looking at chapter 1 today. In chapter 1 we're starting with nouns and gender. Now even this basic thing can confuse people because in English our nouns are all the same. We do not have masculine and feminine. In French you do. In French you have masculine words, le garçon, and you have feminine words, la fille. And it's not just the gender, a boy is masculine, a girl is feminine. You've got genders for tables. The table is feminine, la table. The chair is feminine, la chaise. But the board, le tableau, that is masculine. The book is le livre, it's le stylo for the pen. But there is no rhyme or reason to this. You need to learn genders with the words. I've got another video coming up on genders. Look out for that one. In the meantime, we've got our 3 words for the. We've got le, la, and les. So if it's a masculine word, you're going to use le. If it's feminine, you can use la, and if it's the, as in the children, the people, the parents, it's les. Right, for the word a in English, we've got 2 words in French, un and une. So it's un for the masculine word, like un collège, a school, and une for a feminine word, like une école, which is a school. So we've got to work out, even with words that mean the same thing, 2 words can have different genders. So that's a bit of a nightmare. The knock-on thing from having genders is not only do we need to remember that the article will change, but also if we're describing something, the adjective will change. And this is what people make mistakes in this all the way to A level, so let's get it right now. A typical example will be when you're describing your uniform, you're going to need to say, je porte une chemise blanche. So you've got your une because chemise is feminine, so you can have une there. Then we've got the word chemise, this feminine word for shirt, and then we've got the word for white. In French is blanc, but because shirt is feminine, we need to change blanc to the feminine version of it, which is blanche. You will see this everywhere. Another time, I might ask you, why are holidays important? Pourquoi les vacances sont-elles importantes? Don't forget that if you're going to start talking about holidays being important, you too must agree that adjective. So les vacances sont importants. Now we've got this lovely adjective just like English, important, but because holidays are plural and feminine, we've got to say important. Always, always, always go back and check your writing for agreements of adjectives. I guarantee you'll find one you've missed. Next thing is, as well as those adjectives, we have possessive adjectives. You'll all be accustomed to saying ma mère, mon père, mes parents. Okay, so we know that the word for my is one of 3 things, mon, ma or mes, depending on the thing that you own. So you can say, when you say, if I said, okay, in French, say my, you wouldn't be able to start with the word until I told you what the next word was. Then I say my book, and then you'll go, okay, it's mon livre, because I know that book is masculine. So typically when you're describing your family, mon père is my father. My mother, I have to use a new word, ma mère, and together they form mes parents. Just to reiterate, in English, the same word, my, for all 3, in French, not. And you will find the same works for your father, your mother, your parents. That's going to be ton père, ta mère, and tes parents. The same works for his or her, and believe it or not, they have the same for that. So if I say son père, you don't know if I mean his father or her father. That's just too bad. You'll probably work it out. Sa mère, it means his mother or her mother, and ses parents, his parents or her parents. Now for the rest of them, like our mother or father, you're going to say notre for both of them. Notre. And if it's our parents, you're going to go to nos. So in the plural section of this, and you'll see this in the book here, you are not going to have 3 types of possessive adjective, just 2, because the masculine and feminine will go together. For you plural, you've got votre père, votre mère, and then in the plural, vos parents. And for their mother, you're going to have leur mère, leur père, and again, leur parents there. So in the plural section of the possessive adjectives, you've only got 2 forms, whereas the first bit, mon, ma mère, ton, ta, tes, son, ça, so we've got 3 to look out for. And look out for those, especially if you're talking about, for example, somebody's birthday, and you want to say, nous sommes allés au cinéma parce que it was his birthday. C'était son anniversaire. So many people go, oh, c'était il anniversaire? It's son anniversaire. And that goes for her birthday as well. Son anniversaire. Don't forget, think what it would be with my birthday and then just translate it into the right one. So if it's mon anniversaire, it's going to be son. If it's ma mère, it's going to be sa mère. Okay? Do it like that. You'll be all over that in no time. Right, the next bit that is dealt with in chapter 1 of this book is infinitives. Infinitives are verbs with before anything is done to them. So, for example, the verb to speak is parler, that's the infinitive. The verb to help is aider. The verb to sell is vendre. The verb to finish is finir. These forms, which end in er, re, or ir, they are infinitives. This is your basic bit of the verb before anything happens to it. And they're not just the title of the verb, they do have a purpose. They are used, first of all, you will remember in the future tense, I hope you'll remember, that I'm going to do something is je vais plus infinitive. So I'm going to talk is je vais parler. I'm going to talk. You're also going to, as well as je vais, you're going to use it with other expressions. What about I like talking? J'aime parler. What about I have to talk? Je dois parler. I can talk. Je peux parler. And there are other little words that are followed by infinitives, like the most important one is pour, in order to. So when you're talking about why you use your mobile phone, j'utilise mon portable pour envoyer des messages, pour chatter avec mes amis, pour faire des recherches, pour jouer sur les applis. All of those pours, they are followed by infinitives. So that's the next thing you're going to be doing in that chapter. The last bit that you'll learn in chapter 1 of Countdown to Your French GCSE is how to describe your family. Now, I have a special method of describing a person, and this is what I'm going to do now on the board. This is the last thing we're doing today. Okay, when you describe a person, it's something you've been doing since year 7. You'll be very good at it, but also very bad at it, because you'll have actually forgotten. Believe me, people don't know how to say hair and eyes and what colour they are at all. So what we're going to do is a quick revise of that. Let's say I'm drawing a little picture here because we're going to focus on the things that we're going to talk about. Here's your friend, okay? Notice that I'm giving them a little jumper with a big heart and a little upside down heart, and then I'm giving them some legs, okay? Now this will become obvious why in a minute, I hope. So the first thing I want you to say about your friend or your sibling is il or elle s'appelle, okay? So we've got the name here. Name is going at the top. Il s'appelle Pierre, okay? Mon ami s'appelle Pierre. Can I just point out, qui s'appelle means who is called. Don't say that if you don't mean it. If you want to say is called, s'appelle, who is called, qui s'appelle, okay? Keep it at that. Next thing, I'm going to give you the chance to say 3 things that they have and 3 things that they are. So this side, I want you to say he has, il a, and this side, il est. Now it starts looking like a picture that I want you to commit to memory now. Visualize this. So when in the heat of the oral exam, when they say, décris ton frère ou comment est ton meilleur ami, you will have this picture in your head already. Mon ami s'appelle Pierre. Il a 15 ans. So I'm going to put 15 there, but to remind you that age is with have. He has 15 years. Next thing, I want to say he has brown hair. Il a les cheveux bruns. So I'm doing it. Don't forget that it's les cheveux, will you? Please don't forget that. Everyone leaves that out. Il a les cheveux bruns et les yeux bleus. So we've got, il s'appelle Pierre, il a 15 ans, il a les cheveux bruns, il a les yeux bleus. Okay? You can just say et les yeux bleus, obviously. You don't need a new sentence. Right, let's go over here now. The big heart is for what he is very. And the little heart is the negative side, so but a bit this. And this is going straight to the legs because this is about being sporty. So, il est très intelligent. He's very intelligent. Mais un peu timide. He's a bit shy. Et, and this is the bit the examiners really want, okay? It's no good just to say he's this. We've got to use comparatives here. So we want to say he is more something than, okay? I want to say here, he is more sporty than me. Pointing to the legs to remind you, il est plus sportif que moi. Now you will find all this on my other video of describing a person. So go to that one and then you'll get the last bit, which is the key sentence that's going to send your mark rocketing up. Have a look there. Just to remind you, that is the content of chapter 1 of my Countdown to French GCSE. So you will, just to recap, we learnt about nouns and their articles, masculine and feminine. The use of infinitives, when to use them, adjectives, how to agree them, possessive adjectives and how they all work, and finally how to describe people. And we also have a section on role models, and the vocab there is about types of relationship and family, and clothes, materials, accessories, animals, things that people look like, things that people have. But it's as simple as that. Next video is going to be chapter 2. Good luck everyone. Bonne chance et merci. Au revoir.